Hey Webstudio community! In this video I want to show you the string and array operators which we can now use in the Webstudio expression editor. You can check out the link which links to the Webstudio expression editor documentation. I won't talk about all the methods because you can look them up, but I put them here on the page so you can see examples how to use them. In this video I want to show you two real-world examples which triggered me to open this pull request, and the Webstudio gladly accepted it. This is SEO slug generation and parsing and dynamic breadcrumbs generation. Let's start with the SEO slugs. So I've had a real estate website and there's a problem in the API. I can only send requests using the IDs, but I want to have nice SEO optimized URLs using the title of the real estate. So you can see I have a very nice title for the URL and I tag on the ID. And then I can use the ID to send the request to the API. So this wasn't possible before because I couldn't slice and use only the ID part. So let's take a look how to construct the URL. We take the title of the property, we make it to lowercase, we replace all the umlauts, and then we tag on the collection item ID. And then on the property page, we take the system parameters, for example, the name, so this is the slug, and we split it by the dashes, and then we take the last item, and this is the ID. And then we can send it to the API and get the response to fill in the content. This is the one part which is now possible. And then we can also take a look at the dynamic breadcrumb generation. So for example, on the page, I want to have breadcrumbs, but dynamically generated based on the URL and based on the title. And as you can see, in this case, I have the category here, but the category is being used dynamically. So I can put in here whatever I want, hello Webstudio, and it takes it and constructs a link to this category. Of course, it must exist, but as we have dynamic pages, we can simply do this in Webstudio, generate category pages, whatever we want. How is the logic here? I use the system parameters again from the URL. I named them category, and I make them lowercase, and then I take the first character, so I slice at the index 0, 1, and make this uppercase. And all the other ones are lowercase. So for example, in the URL, I could have some nonsense like all uppercase, blah, 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 and it generates a nicely name here. But then you say, what about duplicate content? Of course, we can use the canonical link tag in the head slot, but we must construct it again. And I have this expression here. We take the system origin again, so the base link. We tag on the property here, for example, but we can do this dynamically as well. And then we take the category records, which is an array, at index 0, which is the first item of this array. And we'll make it lowercase, of course, for our link. And if it doesn't exist, we just take the currently used URL category and name. So it constructs this link. We get this rent here, but this is the first category. So if we change it and we remove the rent category and add it again at second position, we can reload the website and it dynamically generates our canonical link. So these are the two real-world examples. There are much more we can now do with our methods. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, bye-bye.